Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds Universe, and that will be a bother. Uh, welcome back. The game just finished loading. We have this little pop-up right here, right at the start. Welcome to your empire. We are the Rachni Hive. I know it's not spelled like this. Come on. We are under the ruler. We are the ruler of the Gizurians. Your solid government is hive mind. Your empire has one colony in one system. So we have a lot of victory conditions over here. Your standard empire, in the Age of Shadows, pirates, smugglers, and mercenaries rule the galaxy. Your empire is largely undeveloped. With no space technology, before you can take to the stars, you must first research critical technology like hyperdrives and colonization. Meanwhile, pirates and others retain these key technologies and thus dominate galactic affairs. As a fledgling stellar empire, you must develop the technologies you need while manipulating pirates and smugglers to work for you. What you should do: research key starting technologies to enable building a simple spaceport at your colony. We already have that, but we'll get to that. Expand your empire across your home star system by building nearby mining stations. Handle resource shortages by assigning smuggling missions at your home colony. Research the breakthrough technologies of hyperdrives and colonization to become a truly starfaring empire. And finally, expand across the galaxy by establishing new colonies and mining stations. So let's get right on it. Keep in mind, once you hit start playing, the game will start to run, so you want to press space as soon as you're done, so that you actually have not a day has passed. Right, so let's take a look. We have one colony right here. We have Necrostone, we have Aculon, and Osalia. If you click over here, you will see, hang on, that we have Necrostone, so +5 strength to new troops recruited at colonies with access to this resource, and Iridium, +10 development bonus. We have Necrostone. We don't have Iridium though, so getting that is a goal that we really do need. And I actually see a ship right there, which is good. Actually not that good because it's really close. So damn it. Okay, our system is like this. We have another little planet right there, but the quality is not that great. Okay, let's start this at the beginning. Start off by the colony. If you double click the name, you enter the colony screen, which you can go to over here as well. The first button on the left. Over here you can change the taxes, select, go to colony, show on galaxy map, set as capital, or show ruin detail. We don't have ruins here, that's why this is grayed out. We have cargo. This is the resources that we have at the start of the game. You have a lot of resources at the start, but they don't last forever, so the first goal will be to get some resources. So these are the resources that we have on our planet. These are the resources that are being mined. The percentage is the let's call it the efficiency at which you mine. Well, not the efficiency, the availability of the resources. So, for instance, you can get, if you have one resource of Necrostone, or actually you extract this at 62% efficiency. Let's leave it at that. If you have one mining ship, let's put it in consideration like this. If you have one mining ship that mines, for instance, 100 per minute, you will only be able to mine 62 per minute, but that is for all the resources. Okay, 100 for this, 100 for that, 100 for this. There. So for 100, 62, 68, and 64 will be mined respectively. Troops and characters: we have our leader, we have an intelligent agent, and he has espionage and counter-espionage. Hopefully it will be good. We have Gizurian swarm infantry, or war swarm. We can recruit troops over here. Construction yards, we will be building a whole lot of stuff around here. Docking bays, this is where the ships are, so they can dock and build and whatnot. And facilities, right now we don't have facilities because we don't have research. That is that. To start, I'm not going to do a damn thing. Okay, that explains this one. Now we'll go for over here. This is the system name, the population, Gizurians. If you have more types of population, they will appear down here, and this will grow. The amount or the quantity or the population that you have, the growth level. Then you have the resources, then you have your value, your development, and your happiness. Okay, GDP is the goal that you make per turn. I'll explain that a little bit better in a little bit. Well, actually, the tax is the GDP is the gold. Kind of forgot. Oh, this is embarrassing. Keep in mind, you want this to be as high as possible. This is the brute income. Let's leave it at like that. This is the amount of money that your population have. There we go. Okay, this is the tax. This is how you are taxing it. You are taxing at 19%, but only 94% are paying. This is because they are not happy, hence they are not paying. We don't have facilities, and we have our characters over here in the troops, and there we go. We're not building anything, and nothing is docked. Okay, then you have a couple of planets over here. As you can see, we'll be exploring that to start, and just a matter of fact. Okay, we start off in this cluster, so we want to expand in this cluster, and okay, not that bad. We have a gas cloud right there. All good things. And as you can see, this is a pretty big galaxy. And it's only at 10 by 10. You can have this a little bit bigger. This one would be brilliant if we could land on that one. But this is not bad. None are bad, so to speak. Okay, let's jump back into our system. Let's jump back into our colony. We're on the moon, orbiting Montecudro 6. Okay. Over here we have the expansion planner. This you have potential colonies. These are the resources. I usually like to sort this off by a strategic and then a luxury. Strategic resources are the ones that you use to build well, components. Gold is really important. As you can see, they enter in a whole lot of things. Luxury improve the happiness, and then you have this super luxury. For instance, this Zentavia fluid. This is a super luxury, so to speak. You recognize this by 100. If you have these resources, Zentavia fluid, lotus fruit, and the Corabian spice, if you have one of these resources, your development level will jump by 30 points. 30%. Yeah, you heard me right. Over here you can select potential colonies, resource targets by your empire priority. I usually use this one, galaxy priority, and you can filter by anything. Of course, we haven't discovered anything, so. And your empire resource location, so we only have one right here. Right, this little dotted line around this means that this is one resource that gives our civilization bonuses. That's why we have that. Okay, then over here we have the empire comparison. We at the start already control 33% of all vocal colonies, and because we've discovered that, and we are keeping our empire leader alive. So we start right at, well, we start at 26% victory condition. These are the achievements. Right now we don't have any. Population, territory, economy, strategic value, military strength, and top colonies. Right now this is not a good indication of anything. Empire policy. These are the automations. If you actually want to automate anything, this is where you go. Well, if you don't want to automate a couple of ships, but yeah. Then game editor. I'm not going to use this at all. Character screen. Okay. Usually, as the this is a pre-generated character. They always start with minus 15 and plus 8, plus 10, and plus 45. This is awesome. This plus 45 late game, it will translate into a plus 100 really easily. This is a pre-generated character. Only the name changes. Keep that in mind. If you started with the Gizurians, very likely will have this. This is not really set in stone. This is intelligence agents. Use them to well, counterintelligence, sabotage, destroy, steal territory, operations, galaxy research, incite rebellions or revolutions, assassinate characters, or use deep cover. This is what you use them for. I'm really in my previous game. I actually played with the espionage really effectively. I had one start at plus 30, and that was awesome. I stole a lot of research. So yeah, they'll have a modifier -15 to diplomacy. Colony income will be +8, happiness will be +10, and the growth will be really, really high because +45%. It's almost halfway. It's more. Well, if we have 16, for instance, if we have 10, we'll go well 14.5 in growth. Yeah, that's good. Obnoxious. They have traits, so obnoxious -10% diplomacy, and they are ruling. They will have this modifier to every colony that you have. Intelligent agents, the characters is untested. We'll have to do something with them other than counter-espionage because they don't, or counter-intelligence because they don't. Wait to assign it anyhow. I actually cancel. I said I won't do a damn thing, and I was already doing it. They won't do. Well, you won't see their traits and skill levels and whatnot until you actually use them. So, most of the characters. If you watch here, this is the traits that they can, or the skills that they can develop. So this will develop over time. For instance, over here they have espionage and counter-espionage. Now they could have a trait that gives a bonus to something that they don't have a skill in. That is okay. You can't scale that, but it's a flat modifier to something else. Okay, that is the character screen. Let's close that off. Diplomacy. Pretty self-explanatory. Right now we don't have anything. Empire summary. This is where you have the government. You can have revolution. Have revolution and switch government. You have it there. You have the bonuses that you get from other races and from our leaders and whatnot. Then you have a private, economy. Okay, so the private sector has 63%, 63,000 cash. Let's call it cash. Colony revenue is 64k, so that's why it's taking. You are taking 10k from taxes, by taxing 19%. Then they stay with 54k. This then enters. These 10k go over here. And over here, yeah, see the GDP, it's this one. Colony revenue, yeah, there. See? That's that one. Then you tax this, or you tax that. You tax this, and then this money comes over here, and then this is the money that you have. You have a private sector and a state sector. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Then the research, we are going to go there quite soon. You have research caps. Right now we can only research 12k because you don't have research stations. We need to build them. You don't have the modifier right there that says you are researching a little bit slowly, but it affects the research potential. It effectively limits you. Right now, this is the technology tree. You have a whole lot of things to research and not a whole lot of time to do it. Well, I get, of course, but yeah, this is everything that you can research and everything that you will research. There are a couple of technologies that require distinct race. You can steal that. And that is the good thing of having in a good spice and actually letting the empires prosper enough. Actually, just cap them. For instance, take their capital and let them research at their colonies, and just keep hammering them. Once their population reaches a certain point, destroy them, and they will continue to research things for you. In my latest game, I actually got all the way to advanced holograms, and that is already good because look, it's already better than the last one over here. How great is that? So yeah, you have a whole lot of things like that. This is the design screen. We'll be spending a fair amount of time over here. This is everything that we can build. You can customize. As you can see, I'm not going to do that right now. This is the build order screen. I never use this. I usually use the construction yards. Later on you'll have a lot of construction yards, and well, right over here it's the same one as the one in the colony screen. You can order stuff from here, and that is it. This is the ships and bases. This is where we were, but this one is actually the construction yards. This is the ships and bases. These are the fleets. We don't have any. And troop screen. I usually only go over here to garrison a couple of troops. That is pretty much all there is to it. Okay, and I think that covers for this episode. Oh, geez. Alright, no, it actually doesn't. This is to lock the selected view. You can alternatively press L. and if you select a thing and press there, actually like that, view locked on volcanic moon, L key to unlock, so you press L again and now you can pan around. This is for previous colony, spaceport, military ship, construction, exploration, fleet, idle ships, and these are the forts. Nearest available military ship, this is actually a good one. This expands that. I usually play with this like that because it's a little hard to read like this, and I'm playing on 1920p, 1080p, god damn it. And yeah, these are the 12 vectors, the empire influence. I'm going to just show you these. This is our territory right now. As we expand, we will be able to as we discover more things, we will be able to expand our territory. But for now, this is it. And there we go. Long range scanners, we don't have any, so nothing really happens. Research locations, scenic locations, potential colonies, fleet postures, and fate, civilian ships and fate and bases. We can do that if it actually becomes cluttered, and believe me, late game it will. Late game or medium game. Then over here you have the hang on. I'm actually going to select over this. If you zoom, select item, then you can zoom in, zoom out, zoom to 100%, zoom to home system, and zoom to sector, and zoom to galaxy. Over here, galaxy map screen actually shows you a little bit more compact than there. You can actually show everything there is to see over here. So yeah, this pretty much covers the first part. Well, over here we have colonies, characters, spaceports, we don't have any, mining stations, construction, exploration, enemy targets, fleets, military ships that are not in fleets, you can including or excluding, I'm going to exclude, colonies, potential ones, pirate missions, mining colonies, research locations, you have 2 apparently, weapons and energy, that's good, resorts, actually, ooh, this is awesome, and special locations. Okay, so this is pretty much all there is to it in the interface. And over here you have the money, over here you have the menus and the Galactopedia screen and whatnot. Over here you can recruit troops, assign defense missions, smuggling missions, build wonders, build planetary facilities, and build ships or bases, but that will be fairly self-explanatory in the next episode, where we will actually start to play. And whew, it's been like a long time since I've been yapping my ass off and not actually playing, so I'm going to put a cut in the episode already, and hopefully you'll join me for the start of the series, the proper start. If you don't want to watch all of that, you probably already jumped to episode 3, but yeah, we are going to go there right now. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and if you want to see more of this, I can't stress this enough, put a like and leave a comment, or you don't have to do both, but it will help out. And if I do any mistake over the course of this LP, leave a comment down there. I may not respond because right now my time is kinda tight, and I actually want to record episodes for you guys. But trust me, I will read them, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, do take care, and goodbye.